It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 146. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host Noelle Herzog.
Hi, hello.
Hey, Noelle. It's so nice to hear you today. We're here to talk about The Other Way Season 3, Episode 11.
You know, Tracey, I'm so glad to see you and hear you.
Are you?
I am. I love you.
I don't understand why everything was happy this episode.
This what? Well, you
Was
said
that
it's
the theme?
The theme is
theme.
happiness.
That's very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you guys want to hear more of me and Noelle, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for so many bonus podcasts. We have our bonus podcast BS, which is our favorite podcast to record. It is only available on Patreon. And if you want this podcast, also Catfish Trash Talk and Teen Mom Trash Talk, up to 1 week early, make sure you check out our elite level. There are all different levels of Patreon. Patreon. So go over there, check it out. Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. I guess let's jump into my favorite couple of the episode.
Jenny and Sumit. This is your favorite couple of the episode.
Yeah, I guess so, because it was the most.
It was the one we saw the most. Yeah.
All right. So the astrologer's coming over and he wants her, Jenny, to serve the astrologer some snacks and drinks.
Okay, but don't you think that that's like regular?
Okay, so that's the thing. It's like, so people were coming to your house and you weren't offering them a beverage or like you
No,
weren't
I don't
putting
think
anything
she
out?
does. I don't think she does.
Okay, well, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You should do that more.
Right. So it's like, I think I understand why Sumit's mother is trying to tell you maybe you should like be hospitable.
Yeah, maybe wipe the coffee table. Just saying.
Get rid of the rings.
So the family has been with this astrologer more than 30 years and his predictions are perfect.
But don't you think he's more like a therapist?
Yes, I think he's more like a life coach.
Yeah, I like him though. He's very nice.
I really do like him. So Jenny's like, yeah, I've been really sick. And he goes, well, a little sick is okay.
Well, you have to get used to India, he's basically saying.
Right. But he's saying like, that's why she has diarrhea. And it's like, I've been here for 8 years.
I know. I don't think he realizes how long she's been there.
I've been here for a long time. I'm not like getting sick from the water.
Right.
She serves some nice pecan sandies with flies crawling all over them? Question mark?
Yuck. There was lots of flies.
Is that what they were? They were pecan sandies, or did I just make that up? Like it was
I don't know if they were pecan sandies, but they were pale, whatever they were.
Didn't they look like a nice shortbread cookie with a pecan in the middle?
Yuck. I don't like those at all.
Well, you're not going to get any because Jenny's not going to serve you any when you come over.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
So his mom is like, listen, Jenny doesn't know anything.
Okay. She doesn't.
And he's like, hey, why don't you worry about your own husband? Oh my God.
I know. It's like, wait, what happened?
What just happened? So what do they think that she'll learn?
I think that she's kind of using that as an excuse. I don't know. I guess they want her to be like a better host, kind of like wait on Sumit more.
Or just maybe like clean the house. I think I want her to put out the recycling.
I would like for her to get rid of all the flies, sweep once in a while.
Sweep. Just take a little sweepy poo.
Yeah, a little sweep-a-poo.
Take a little sweep through the house.
Take a little sweep, take a little shower. Well, morning bath.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
But Sumit is the one that wants them to all live together as a family. He's the guy.
Because Sumit doesn't want to be in this relationship anymore.
Yes. So the astrologer tells her to mind her own business, the mother. And then he asks her, what kind of mother are you?
Yeah, he was brutal.
He was ruthless.
But I think I think that he was kind of right, as in like, also you keep pushing Sumit. You're just pushing him towards Jenny.
Yeah, of course. So now she's crying and he's like, listen, if you keep interfering, like basically God's going to punish you.
Right. Which is what you would tell her.
I definitely would too. His dad said that his mom wants to talk to Jenny. He calls for Jenny alone.
Right, but not Sumit. Right.
And Sumit's holding back a smile because he thinks his mom is going to fight her to the death.
He's like, oh, they're going to cage fight over me right now. Jenny's going home tomorrow.
I know. He's like, I hope my mom wins.
I can live with my mom again.
Yeah. He's like, I need my mom to be here so she could wash my hair.
And comb it too.
Yeah. So the father walks them to a stray dog area.
Yes, it's a very a little dangerous.
Is this
I
like
would say.
Monkey Park, like the monkey
Yes.
area?
Yes. Later on in Russia, we see Cat Park.
I
so-
know. If she gets bit by a stray dog, this is what I'm like. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm.
So his mother announces that she's going home.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden his mom's like, you know what? You are very good natured and God will decide what happens with you guys. But I will maintain love with you.
Right.
And then Jenny starts crying. And his mom says, quote, Jenny, we will love you. We will love you so much. Okay. I'm like, his mother is drinking poison. What's happening? I don't believe her.
Is full of shit.
Of course she is.
She thinks now if they love bomb her,
Mhm.
Simi's gonna not want to marry her.
I know. And I think
Mhm.
she's right.
I think this is all they should have done from the beginning.
I know. So Jenny said that this is her dream and asked for blessings for the wedding. And his mom's like, yeah, we'll see.
Okay, but here's the thing. That's how you know that she doesn't really accept Jenny.
Okay, but this is your dream. Dream bigger, Jenny.
But also, Jenny, do you
Your
think you
dream-
can wait until the paint dries? Like as soon as this happens, you're like, can we get married?
Right. Maybe just like take a deep breath.
Yeah. How about thank you so much?
Okay. And like,
Mhm.
and then when we decide that we're going to get married, I'll come back to you.
Yeah. Weird.
This is her dream. Her dream is to be in India in the middle of a stray dog park
Yeah.
where it's Sumi's mom saying that we love you, but you can't marry my son.
And flies all over my pecan sandies.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It seems great.
What?
I know. It's like she doesn't really want much for herself. I think it's because she's just wanted something regular for so long. It's turned like astronomical.
Right. His mom wants him to leave on his own.
Okay.
Yeah. And Jenny just keeps talking about how this is a dream come true. And now Sumi is so fake excited. He's like grinning through his gritted teeth.
Right. He's like, I can't believe it. This is the best news.
He's
of
like,
my
I can't
life."
believe it. That's what my mom said. She said she loves you. Wait, what?
They're accepting you. Oh, okay. I have to go.
Oh, I'm happy
Mhm.
about that. So that's
Yeah.
good.
It's weird.
So now they're gonna play Holy, the festival.
Holy. Right.
This is
Seems fun.
it seems fun. So this is something that I realized when I was watching this.
What?
Here in America, in the United States, we have something called the color run.
Well, I don't know what that is.
It is a 5K that we run, and we do exactly this. We play the Holy Festival.
Okay.
But we have stripped it of all its culture.
But do you throw powder at each other?
Literally.
I would cough to death. Like, how do you not have an asthma attack?
It is so literally a color run that I'm like, wow, we have really appropriated this culture so heavily
Yeah.
that I was like, oh, I know what that is. That's a 5K. And I'm like, oh,
That's so crazy.
That's a
I didn't
holiday.
even know that.
that's a big holiday. It stands for peace, acceptance, forgiveness, and also the beginning of spring.
Nice.
I'm like, I love this festival. And I
Mhm.
wish that maybe they mentioned that when they did the 5K.
I love it. I think it was so cute. They have their little powder that's made from flowers.
Okay, but is it?
I don't know. Like, I feel like, what does it smell like? Would I be allergic to it?
I feel like maybe like someone told him that one day.
Right. Sure. Like, sure. It's made out of flowers.
Oh,
you
it's made out of
moron.
flowers. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like pool chalk.
Right. That's true. And it's so crazy because it's like you forget how long they've been together. This is like her 10th holy with him.
Third, but yes.
Third.
He
Uh-huh.
said that she's like, when can we get married? And he's like, when the stars want us to get married.
Right.
He's like, but the star has to actually call us on the telephone.
Mm-hmm.
And until a star in the sky calls us on the telephone on my personal cell phone and says, hi, I'm a star, we can't get married.
But it's like, how does she not see what's happening? I
She
really
doesn't.
don't know how she
She's
doesn't see.
Un-
She
she's
doesn't.
unsmart.
Yeah.
So he's like, so he's like, well, I think that first we should go to the astrologer
mm-hmm.
And she's like, when can we go to the astrologer? And he's like, I think first we would have to be summoned there by a star, and he would have to call me on my cell phone.
Star.
And by a star, I mean George Clooney. George Clooney is going to have to call me on my cell phone and tell me that I should go to the astrologer. Then I'll make an appointment for the astrologer, but it's going to take months to make that appointment. Then we'll see what he says. And I will be kicking him in the crotch under the table with a spiked heel.
It's funny because she's like, oh yeah, I definitely want to go to the astrologer, because like he's on my side.
Yes.
And it's like, girl.
And it's like, well, wait until Sumit gives him non-fly cookies.
Yeah.
Fly-free cookies.
I see what's happening. And as much as like I don't feel bad for her, I do feel a little bad for her.
I really don't.
I do because she's clueless, but I don't because she got herself into the situation.
Yes. So I think that Sumi, this is a scene that we don't see, but I think he calls the astrologer and he's like, would you like some fly-free cookies? Did you hear me? Fly-free.
Yep.
Fly-free. I need to fly-free.
I think that's exactly what happened.
And he's like, please help me or I'm going to kill you.
I wish they didn't cut that scene out.
Yeah, they did though. And then they TLC sent it to me. They were like,
oh, all right, maybe they'll show it at the tell-all.
No, it's an what's it?
Exclusive.
It's very exclusive. Very exclusive. Noelle, they were celebrating Holy. I loved it.
They were. Me too.
And the holidays are the most wonderful time of the year. But if you're running an online store, they could also be the craziest time of the year.
Yes.
You have inventory to manage, orders to fill in, a growing list of stressed out customers checking in twice a day, wondering whether those last minute gifts will arrive in time. Well, with ShipStation, the hassle of shipping out holiday orders melts away, leaving you with happier customers and more freedom to run your business or enjoy some much needed time off. My favorite thing about ShipStation is that you can actually compare the rates because ShipStation works with all major carriers, international and local, including FedEx, UPS, and USPS. And you even get accesses to discounted rates that are usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies.
That's amazing.
Make this holiday season a little brighter with ShipStation. Use my offer code 90dayfiance to get a 60-day free trial. Just enough time to handle the holiday rush. Go to ShipStation.com. Click on the microphone at the top and enter code 90dayfiance. ShipStation. Make. Do it.
Okay, I was going to say it. Make ship happen.
Yeah.
It makes me so excited. It's
I know.
We're going to do ShipStation today.
Yeah, we are. Ariella.
Okay, I just want to say, because I like to do a little blurb. This is like probably the only time I feel like I have a turning point with Binyam. I used to feel really bad for him.
Yeah, I don't feel very bad for him.
No,
but I also don't feel very bad for her either.
No, that's the thing. I don't really feel bad for either of them.
Right.
Like, I feel like neither are great.
Neither are great, but her new face is here to stay.
I wish it wasn't.
It is. She put on her best affliction jeans and she put on her brand new bright face. And I'm very confused on this. So he agreed to come to Kenya.
Right.
But she hasn't been able to get in touch with him since. So she planned her trip.
Okay, but that's the crazy part to me. Like, there's no chance I'd be going
to Kenya on a whim.
Was right. Kenya's all the way far.
Noelle, I'll meet you in Japan.
Right.
Hello,
maybe.
Noelle? Whatever. I'll just go there and see if she comes.
But I have to tell you, Tracey, people are like that.
I know it. We are not.
I would never in my lifetime be like that.
I would have to plan a trip to Connecticut way, way more carefully than she would plan this.
It would take like 6 months.
Yes.
I know.
We've been planning a trip to the grocery store for 2 days.
Okay, but we really have. It's pathetic.
And she's just jumping on a plane and flying to Kenya with a baby and her mom.
Yeah,
no big deal.
Crazy.
Her mom's going with her.
Right.
And this is a quote from Ariella. And I don't know if she knows how funny this is.
What?
She says, and she also uses the term wrong, but whatever, it's fine. She says, quote, I've given him my best face forward.
Ha 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 ha.
So what did you do with the other one?
Oh,
is
it's
that
gone.
is that why you have this one on? You gave him your best one?
Princess Mombi. That's who she is.
She's going to go to Kenya because Binyam won't need a passport. So she's going to go to Mombasa, Kenya.
Right.
And just wait and see if he arrives.
Okay. That is so crazy to me. But also like, okay, then treat it like a vacation with your mom, I guess. But I don't know.
I don't understand. So you're just never going to, what happened to that house that you had? What happened to your nanny? What happened to your best friend? What happened to your stuff?
Okay, so that's what I was thinking too, right? Like, your nanny was your best friend, and you're just like never gonna see her again. You don't care, and like,
And she
that
raised your
house
child?
that your parents paid for.
It's okay. I don't
What
understand.
happens? I know they don't explain anything, and it's true. What about her stuff? Maybe she had like Wish gather her stuff or something. I don't know, or she doesn't care.
Know. So her and her mom and Ari arrive, and Binyam is gonna come. She got a 3-month rental. And she's just crying because she's so brokenhearted. She said he's not the same person. Yeah, of course he's not the same person. You left 15 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You
She
got
was
a
gone
new,
for a long time.
You grew an entirely new face.
You did. I saw it before my very eyes. It was morphing little by little.
He's like, I'm not the same person. He's like, you have a new head.
Right. Who are you? This is like when he shaved his dreadlocks, but like on steroids.
She shaved her face locks.
Yeah.
So Binyam arrives, bad attitude. He said he has a bad feeling about this.
He doesn't look well either, though.
He doesn't. So he said that she's been gone for 2.5 months, and her mom and her are very cold to him. Like they pretend like he's not there, sort of.
I don't know. I think the mom was nice. I think the mom was pretty nice to him.
Yeah, but it wasn't like warm.
No,
she was just trying to stay out of it.
I think she just feels awkward too.
Yes. So she's like, I'm tired. He goes, why don't you go rest? And she said, quote, you don't look very good. Your eyes are red and yellow.
I know. It's like, okay, what other colors are they?
So I think what she was trying to say
is he's drinking
and drugging.
Drugging too? Okay.
Red?
Drinking. I just felt like they were like bloodshot.
I feel like red is like marijuana and then yellow is alcohol.
Okay.
Well, or I mean, listen, they could be red from drinking too. So
maybe he's just not well.
I know. She said that they're going to hash things out. So her mom's oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds great. I can't wait to cancel that.
Her mom's like, okay, I'll just stay here and watch and learn Swahili.
Yeah, really.
I'd rather do that than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the weirdest thing ever
Tracey,
happens.
Explain it. Explain why.
Okay, so she said that she found an Aramaic translator.
Is it Aramaic? Isn't that what Jesus Christ spoke?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
I thought that was like a dead language. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just when you said Aramaic, my brain just exploded.
Now I feel like, did I say the wrong thing?
I don't know. Listen, regardless, I don't think Ariella speaks Aramaic, whether it was Jesus's language or Binyam's language.
Great.
But I don't understand the point of any translator. That's the thing. It's like he speaks English.
He speaks English.
He does. He speaks. That's the thing.
He speaks English all the way. Yeah, right, Aramaic. It's Aramaic. I was right. No, okay. Amharic.
I don't know how to say that because I can't see it in my head.
Okay, let me see if I could. Let's do this.
I like playing this game. This is the real stuff. We're live.
Let's see. What is it? Ethiopia.
Yeah. Okay. Ethiopia.
Okay. So the language is why can I say that?
I like the way you sound it out though. Yeah, because Aramaic is Aramaic.
Okay,
so you're saying
okay. It was not Jesus's language. Hold on one second. All right, we're gonna do this in the Amharic.
Okay, I didn't even know she said that.
Amharic. One more time.
Amharic.
Okay, you could see how I thought it was Aramaic, right?
Yeah, of course. Amharic. Okay. But regardless, why did she get a translator?
She should have gotten Jesus.
She could have just gotten Jesus.
All right. So this woman's translating like he doesn't even speak English. So she said, he's like, I don't have a language barrier with her.
Right.
I don't like her. She doesn't like me.
Right.
He goes, I think she's trying to make more drama.
Typical man.
Right. And I'm like, they're like
Drama.
fighting.
That's the thing. They're just not getting along
Like
right
they
now.
don't like each other. So now this woman's translating. I'm like, what? So he doesn't answer her text messages. He's out at clubs.
Yeah, you're a jerk.
He turned their house into like a flop house.
I would lose my mind if I was her though, too.
Yes. And she said that one or two particular women come over again and again.
Okay. So like, I get it. I've never been like paranoid about stuff like that. It's like, maybe his friends are banging these girls. Maybe they're using it as a place to cheat on their wives with whatever. It's still inappropriate.
Well, she said that he's cheating and he's like, I didn't cheat and I don't see that I did anything wrong. And this is where I think she has a lot of the problem. The problem, she wants him to be like, listen,
yes,
I was sad. You were gone. I didn't know what to do. I partied too hard and I'm sorry. I did not cheat on you. But I did have people over constantly. Like she just wants him to take some kind of.
He won't.
No.
And the reason why he won't is because he's so mad at her.
Yes.
Because she won't go back to Ethiopia too.
Well, she wants him to take accountability. He will not take accountability. But at the same time, Binyam, isn't the most important thing to you that your child doesn't leave and your wife doesn't leave or your whatever fiance doesn't leave?
In his mind, though, I feel like he doesn't believe her ever.
I know, but like, you're not doing a great job.
I agree. I don't know what happened to him. It's like, so you leave and suddenly, like, you think it's appropriate to shut your phone off?
Right.
To let people stay in your house?
What did he do with his ex-wife? Now I'm like,
Right. Because why is this happening to you again? It's not always the other person.
Right. So now, but she's like kind of fake crying.
Because she has her mind made up already.
I know. And she's like crying. I feel sorry for you. I feel so sorry for you. Your story is so tragic. And then she goes, I'm very, very sorry for you. She says it in like the most pitiful way.
Yeah. You're a BI too.
But
That's
I think that
nice.
I think it's more, let me translate this. Let me translate this.
All right. Let's hear it.
I think what she's saying is, I feel very sorry because I'm actually leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going to have two kids that don't live with you.
Yes.
Noelle, when she speaks to the translator and the translator is translating, I like how she even kind of doesn't translate exactly.
Okay, but also then she just stops working.
And then she just stops working because he now is going to, he's talking to the translator, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, look at me when you talk. And he's like, I literally don't know what
it's very confusing.
Because we both speak English.
Right. Why is she here?
Like all the way we speak English.
It's so weird.
Not only do I speak English, my whole family speaks English.
I think she's just doing it to prove a point because I don't know. I'm just lying. I don't know.
Okay. How about in case there's a translation issue? She could be there to help, but she doesn't have to translate. She's like, I was sad when you were gone. And the translator's like, okay, so she said that she was very upset while you were gone.
Yeah, it's weird. You don't need somebody to translate the entire conversation.
You really don't. It's very weird, very awkward. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was kind of because it was so weird and awkward. It was funny.
And also, the translator, is she going to be the next Adam? Adam, the translator?
Adam was the best.
I know. Noelle, Ariella.
Yeah.
Because her child is Ari. She's Ariella.
Yes.
Ariella jumps on a plane for 48 hours like it's nothing.
Like no big deal.
Do you know how bored I would be on that plane?
Tracey, I'd lose my mind.
Well, if you've listened to the show for a while, you know that we're obsessed with playing Best Fiends year round. But I especially love playing Best Fiends during the holiday season. It's the perfect pick me up when I need a break from all of the holiday action.
Absolutely.
Like when your family's fighting
at
a holiday, you just pick up your phone.
I can relate so much to this.
And if Ariella had it, she could play anywhere because there's no Wi-Fi. No problem. You could play Best Fiends wherever and whenever you want with offline mode. So even if your holiday travels take you off the beaten path, you can still play Best Fiends.
That's really cool.
There's always a fresh challenge waiting when you need a mental pick-me-up. Download Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
Cool.
Kenny and Armando.
Manufactured drama.
Okay, so I like how they show the B-roll is a man painting a mural for like 20 minutes
Yes.
and old shoes.
They're reaching here.
All right. Well, Truffles has on a beautiful flower girl dress.
Truffles is so cute. She's 17.
I know she's very cute, but also I like that Truffles is probably going to be the flower girl in that Hannah.
Yes, I know. I know.
He's like,
Hannah's
I don't know.
thanks.
Hannah could do something else. Truffles. So Madison and Cooper are coming today, and Armando texted his dad. He wants him to come to the wedding. Can we back off? Just like how Jenny is asking Sumi's mom.
Mhm.
Can we just back off?
Give somebody space.
He knows that you want him to come.
Mhm. I think you proved your point by hounding him every single day.
Every
about it.
episode we
Mhm.
call him.
Yes.
We're like, hey, Dad, I'm
Yes.
gay. He's like, I know. I know.
Right. I am
I
well
saw you kiss
aware.
a man on the mouth. You brought him to my house and you slept in bed with him.
Yes.
I saw it. You were now going to marry him. I know you're gay. And he's like, hey, Dad.
I'm gay.
And he's like, okay, but Armando, I'm sleeping. He's like, why
There's
can't you
robbers here, Armando.
He's like, why can't you accept me? And he's like, Armando, I accept you. Can you please let me sleep?
Right.
7 a.m. He's like, hey, Dad, I got to tell you something. Wake up. I'm gay.
I would block his number. Leave me alone. I get it.
Kenny finally says something positive. He's like, why don't we focus on the good? There's going to be so many people there. Let's just focus on having a nice wedding.
He's so right, though.
But this is the first time he says this.
I know.
All right. So his daughter, Madison, comes. She's a single mom. And I like that Kenny starts crying just in case his grandson doesn't connect with him.
Okay, here's the thing, right?
Preventative crying.
The only likable triplet is Cassidy.
100%. Madison looks like she saw something terrible happen.
So my dad used to say, if you make a bad face, the angels are going to fly over you and you're going to freeze that
They
way.
stay like that.
That's what happened to her. She made a
Madison-
face at Cassidy and it stayed
Madison
that way.
looks like she saw her whole village burn down to the ground.
But it's like, she's one of those assholes. Sorry, I said it.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, oh, my son, I think I could tell he was nervous. He was eating your father alive. He was so happy
he's
to see him.
3.
How was he nervous? He was screaming. He was so happy to see him.
Well, Kenny loves crying just in case. Now, he asked a 3-year-old, right? He's like,
Right.
do I look different? Do I look different? Do I look different? And he goes, you
Do I look
so
younger?
He goes, you look so different. And now Kenny's like, oh, I look different. And it's like, you just fed this kid.
You fed it to him.
He doesn't even know what that means.
Yeah, it's true. And
He
Cooper's
goes, you-
very cute.
He goes, you look like a different person. And
That's
he's like, who
pretty
do I
funny.
look like? And he's like, you look like my grandma. It's like, he's 3. He doesn't know what he's saying. Stop.
Right. Mhm.
Poor Cooper is so overwhelmed. They're like, okay, Cooper, remember grandpa, mouth kiss him, we're gonna smush you. Cooper,
Mhm.
I look old, I'm different, ride a bike, teach him how to ride a bike, teach him how to ride a bike.
Hannah.
Like, oh my God. Oh
It's
my
true.
God.
It's a lot for
Stop.
this kid.
Stop. He's like, now you're gonna play baseball. Now you're gonna be a catcher. Get a job.
It's a little too. Come to my wedding.
I'm gay. Are you accepting me? Are you
Oh,
accepting me?
man.
Call Armando's dad.
Poor Cooper. Poor Coop.
So they get back to the condo.
Right.
I think that this is like a community of like condos that people are renting furnished.
Yeah.
Almost
right.
like
I
an
didn't know
Airbnb
that.
situation.
Except they live in theirs.
Yes. So Kenny cries on the patio at Madison,
I'm shocked.
and he's crying about crying at night.
So I didn't really understand his story. He's like, I'm laying in bed.
He's
And
crying
Armando's sleeping.
and he feels
And
alone.
I wish I had family. And it's like, but can you explain it like a little better than
Okay.
that?
Also, explain it a little better. We're not on the compound.
Right.
I guess because Armando has Hannah.
Kenny, your children are faster to get to than Armando's parents.
Yes.
It's so true.
You have to walk to the compound for days.
It's like, but like, what's the point? Of
I don't
living
understand.
there? I don't
This
get
is
it.
the stupidest thing I've ever
It's
seen.
weird.
I want to shake them and be like, hello, move to Florida.
Then you could just fly. You could fly once a month to see your family.
Yeah. Fly right to the
It's
compound.
weird. Mhm.
So Kenny's crying about crying. And Madison said, yeah, you'll never get used to it.
Yeah, no, his kids are terrible.
She's like, remember when the whole town burned?
Wait until I still look
Everyone
the same.
died.
I'm still listen. I'm not even looking forward to next week where he tells them about the adoption. They all flip out.
I hope
grow
Kenny
up.
drinks a lot of water because he cries so much. He's going to
I know.
dehydrate.
He has to be dehydrated.
He's got to be dehydrated. He's in Mexico crying.
Yeah, poor guy.
That's the opposite of where you should be crying.
It's very hot there.
It's very hot. You're in the desert crying. Bad move, bro.
Yeah, no, you need to hydrate. Send him some hydrant.
And now he's crying because he said that Armando's family wishes he was a girl. And that's a quote.
Why are we doing this?
He's upset that Armando's. Okay, let me tell you about Armando's family.
Okay.
What I've seen of Armando's family. They welcomed him to the compound.
Yeah.
They were like, listen, you have access to a dog groomer,
Yes.
a candy store, a Home Depot, a daycare center.
Yeah. A garden center.
Anything you need.
Yeah.
We're here. We have a wedding venue.
Uh-huh.
You need a welder. We have a pony farm.
We got it all.
We love you. We accept you. My dad's going to buy your daughter a necklace. And he's like, I don't know. I feel like they wish I was a girl.
Right. Like, I feel as though Kenny finds a problem with everything. And it's like rubbing off on Armando.
Yes. So now Armando's upset about his dad. And Kenny is like, well, they don't fully accept me. Shut up, Kenny.
Why do you do this to somebody, especially before their wedding? Stop.
Also, move to Florida.
Yeah, move to Florida.
And now he's crying because he's worried he will get more homesick because everyone's coming to visit him and then they're going to leave.
That is preventative crying at its finest.
He loves to cry just in case.
Yes.
All right. So now they're going to have a family breakfast. And I like that Cooper was like, hello, is anyone going to make me wash my hands? They are slimy.
I know. At least he tells.
I know, but it's like, tell your kids to wash. He's like, I feel unsafe.
Like there's all types of things on my hands.
I know. So Armando's two sisters are staying at the condo downstairs and his mom is packing for his dad. And his dad didn't say stop packing.
Right. So great sign. That's it.
So now they're like, Armando, call your mom and feel her out on the phone.
Listen for who's in the background.
Right. And he's like, I don't know. So they also have Trader Joe's maple syrup on the table. I don't know that it's definitely, but I know that the bottle's the same.
Interesting. Okay.
Armando has the cutest socks on there, rainbow and tie-dyed. I'm like, are those bombas?
Really?
Yeah, very, very cute.
Okay.
And then we find out Dad is coming.
That's so cute.
I'm so excited. And then Armando's like, oh, wow, you accept me now? And it's like, Armando.
But it's also like,
Armando, shh.
Dad was probably like, he's never going to leave me alone. I might as well just go because so I could sleep again. So
he's like, Dad,
every hour.
Dad, you're in the car. Mom, put it on speaker. Dad, guess what?
Hi, Dad.
I'm gay.
I'm getting married and I'm gay.
Gay to a man.
And he's a man.
He's a man. You wish he was a girl. He's not.
Nope, man.
You don't accept me, but I don't care. Man, gay. And he's like, can you pull over?
Right. Hey, I'm going to go. I got to go. Change my number. I'm starting a new life.
And then they interview him in the confessional and he's like, I didn't care that my son was gay. I loved him. I told him 12 times I support him no matter what. I just didn't want to drive 4 hours to his wedding. And I wanted him to stop calling me and telling me he was gay. He's annoying.
I like when Kenny asked Madison, like, what do you think's going to happen? She's like, oh, his dad's not coming.
Yes.
Like, you're a bitch.
She's like, just like when I saw everyone I love get skinned alive. Dad, remember when I found all those dead children in the attic? And he's like, yes, Madison.
And you still look the same way now that you did that day, Madison.
That's because you always lived in the attic with no light. We locked you in the attic. Used to ring the bell on the top of the house.
She is like a flowers in the attic kid. That's exact. Her and the other one. See, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they're the triplets.
Yeah.
And like Cassidy got the most oxygen. You know?
Oh God. Oh, please don't leave us a bad review. I didn't see that was Noelle.
No,
you know what I hate? Let me tell you what I hate more than anything.
Tell me.
I hate when you say something that is so mean and terrible. And then people are like, Tracey,
Okay,
How
that's
could you
true.
say that?
People have done that on the reviews, and you're
How could
like,
you say that?
people have done that on the reviews, and you're
All
like,
the time.
Noelle said it though.
Oh my God.
It's so true. Guys, usually the meanest thing, like Noelle says, our voices aren't even like similar, too. It's surprising you think it's Tracey. Tracey has a much better radio voice than I do.
No, that's not true. We just have different voices. That's all it is. You have an amazing radio voice. You're a famous podcaster.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah, you're a famous podcaster. It's
You
all
said
because
that
of
on
me.
your Instagram live yesterday.
On my
I know.
Instagram live, I went live with Marcella,
Right.
and she was like Marcella Alonso, and she was like, "Oh, your co-host." I was like, "Yeah, she's just my friend. She's a regular person, and now she's a famous podcaster." And she goes, "Oh my God, all because of you." I said, "Yeah, everything in her life is because of me. It's all because of me.
Most things." Like, my good health is for you. You tell me you need this doctor, I got you. You need this doctor, I got you.
I let you have all the.
Dermatologist got it in my pocket.
I let you have all the oxygen.
You let me have.
It was really touch and go there for a while. Noelle, we have overcome so many things, and I think it's because we're in therapy.
I agree.
BetterHelp Online Counseling is my favorite way to go to therapy because we don't have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. We don't have to commute to an office.
Right. We don't have to sit in traffic.
I bet you wouldn't go to therapy unless it was for BetterHelp.
I really don't think I would.
Absolutely not. So BetterHelp is really great because you can connect in a safe and private online environment. It's so convenient. You could start communicating in under 24 hours. So you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly phone or video sessions, all without ever having to sit in a waiting room.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Anything you share is confidential. It's convenient, professional. So many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/fiance. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance. Speaking of fiance.
Ooh, good one.
Corey and Evelyn. So they're showing the B-roll is a black pig on a beach.
Yes, looks fun.
I wanted to pet him.
I know, I do. I like pigs.
I really do. So this is 2 months later.
Okay, but it's like, then why are they on the show?
Why are they on the show? So he meets with two fishermen because he wants to make a surprise for Evelyn. I think that his Spanish is first grade level, just like mine.
Yes, agreed.
There are so many pigs. And he gives them a sign, Evelyn, will you marry me again?
Which, in theory is a cute idea.
Sure.
I mean, he's terrible. He's heinous.
He's the worst. Also, their dog's name
is Puppy. Tracey, I couldn't believe it when he said it. I'm like, first of all, Corey.
He said it 2 episodes ago. And I was like, I don't know if that's true or like he was just saying
referring to the dog. Right. No, he called it. And I'm like, that literally, my dog's name was Puppy. I've never met anybody with a dog named Puppy.
Yes, because
Very
you
cute.
and Corey equally as stupid. So
I would rather be as stupid as Evelyn, not Corey.
Well, Evelyn's like, well, it's been 2 months and he did many, many things to win me back. Like,
pay for things,
money. He did a little money, and then he did. He bought me flowers, and then also money.
He cooked me a lot of hamburgers,
and then also the money. He paid the rent all the way because I never did ever.
Yeah, money. He bought me another bar.
Yes,
money.
So now they're on the beach, but it's like not nice out.
No, I was gonna say it's cold.
It's cold. It's gray, and he calls the fishermen on their cell phone and he says, this is the moment. And he's going, look at the ocean. Look at the ocean. Let's look at the ocean. He's like, so if this was me, and this was my husband / fiance / boyfriend, anything, I would say I'm getting divorced now.
He acted like Steven here.
Yeah. Very awkward. Very weird.
Whoa. He's like pushing her head
Hello,
down.
this is the momento.
Right. It's like, shut up.
She loves it. And she says, yes.
Okay, but here's the thing, right?
That's how I know she doesn't.
We've seen him do a million things for her, and she's always like, "Ew, I hate you. I don't even like love." This, she was like gushing over.
Yeah, because you have a fisherman.
It was weird. She loved it. I think honestly, I think she loved it because she feels like he went and spoke Spanish to somebody. Because you know how she is like, learn
I
my
know.
language, learn my language.
Well, he's doing better though, for sure.
He is. I just I just can't. When he smiles, I just want to like kick him.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
always smirking.
Yeah, that's what bothers me. Yes.
I know. All right, so let's talk about Steven and Alina.
She's interesting.
Okay, so now it's a few weeks later on them too, and everything is so much better, except he doesn't want to marry me and he hasn't done any of the paperwork.
Right, but like he really does still want to marry me. What? Yeah,
All right,
I don't know.
She goes to the cat park and I have a big problem with her.
Why?
She calls every cat Mister. So is every cat a guy?
She does call every cat Mister.
She's like, this is Cucumber. And I'm like, okay, finally a gender neutral term. And she goes, Mr. Cucumber.
Mr. Cattles.
Mr. Cattle. And then she said, quote, we tried to make a human friend, but it's not that easy because of the virus.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why.
She's like, that's what we call Steven. We call him the virus.
It's right, because it's probably every time she spoke to anybody, he walked over and gave them a Book of Mormon.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was like, you want to see me jump in the pool?
Yeah. Want to see me eat crackers?
So they have to hurry up on this visa and they're playing cards and he's creepy laughing. And
they match too.
What do you mean?
It's like,
and they're clothes.
So she has the bottom half of the pajamas and he has the top half on.
He was probably like, take your top off. I want the pajamas.
She had on like a silk camisole with it.
God.
Oh, girl.
He said, she's like, you don't want to marry me because you didn't do any of the paperwork. And now you have to go back to America. You can't come to Russia.
Right.
And he says, I needed the time to feel more comfortable with you. What?
Well, it's like, and she's like, I understand that. Do you really? It's weird.
He's like, also, you have to sign an affidavit to be baptized.
Right. Because now he doesn't trust her.
Well, because, quote, a lot of people have told me to be worried about that.
Yeah. That makes me hate him.
He's like, so I want you to sign this contract. Oh, you don't want to sign it? Oh, I was just being playful.
Yeah. Oh, I was just kidding. Literally, that is what he sounds like.
I do not like him.
Don't like him at all. I wonder if they're together. Who knows?
I hope not.
How much more of this season is there? You know, it's funny. It's only been like 13 episodes or 12 episodes. And I'm like, this is episode 37.
The only couple I want to see is Ellie and Victor. It's the only couple they don't show. Like every other week, they're not on.
They are showing them next week, though. I saw them on the
every other week.
Uh-huh.
But this is what I'm thinking. I think
What?
that they went to Providencia and filmed for like one day. And we're like,
then
I'm out of
left.
here. Yep.
Yeah. They weren't there for very long.
No. And they're like, we have to chop this up into
Chop,
tiny
chop.
little pieces and make it last the whole season.
Oh, that's right. Somebody was saying that they were LOLing about your hat with Ellie last week. And they were like, I don't remember what it was, but they were saying they were like LOLing about it. Very funny.
Yeah, because she was like, I'm going to take my hat off now.
like asking for permission.
Okay. What are we doing? Improv? We're driving in a car.
And he's like, I'm not looking until you put it back on.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Very funny.
We had a good time today. If you want more of us, just like we told you in the beginning, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. You're going to find a lot of stuff that you like.
Find the stuff.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
I guarantee it. Thanks, Dr. Zismore.
Wow. That was
a different doctor. I know. I like
No,
that.
this was, you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. That's a Men's Warehouse slogan. But okay.
Oh, I thought it was that because we were doing a slogan when you were here the other day. Men's hair club. Hair club.
Oh, hair
for
club
men.
for men. I'm not just a client. No, I'm not just the president. I'm a client.
A lot of slogans.
Lot of slogans. Make sure you follow us at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And you could follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter. And you could follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram and Twitter. Leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on.
Tell a friend.
Tell one friend. This is a very exclusive podcast. And also, if you would like to discuss the podcast or the show, come over to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk on Facebook. Join our group. We'll talk all about it.
Oh, we'll talk about all the stuff.
Okay. Thank you so much. Every single listener. I love you very personally.
Me too. I love you all the way personal.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.